It is early November 2025, and this time of the year is the Dev Deepawali. Now, let me first very clearly state that I am aware that Dev Deepawali is exclusively a Varanasi event. But then the problem of Varanasi is that it doesn't have space. So there are tons and tons of people on the ghats. There is no place for more people to come. And that limitation is not there in Prayagraj, Sangam. So today's video will cover all about the program of Dev Deepawali in Prayagraj, and it will be a detailed guide as to what you are supposed to do. So in front is the magnificent Prayagraj fort. That's the Ganga Dwar, which allows people from within the fort, basically the army people, to come down to Sangam. And then all these food stalls which are lined up, they are for this entrance. So this is the corridor, Akshavat corridor, which has been created by our Prime Minister, so that ordinary people can, like you and me, can go inside the fort. So this beautiful corridor, and then you get a glimpse of Akshavat tree, the tree which was not accessible for the general public for quite a long time. So the corridor starts from here. I don't find any security over here. There's no bag checking and all. But yes, what I'm more interested in the camera part. So can we take the camera? I don't know. I have not gone in yet. Maybe I will go there soon. So I can give you a first-hand info as to whether the camera is allowed or not. But there is a lot of CCTV footage inside, CCTV coverage inside. So that also means that, there would be somebody watching you from up above. Anyway, so there you go. There you see the entrance. It is there is a break in the fort wall, and that allows people to go inside and see Patalpuri and Akshavat from a far distance. The corridor takes a left turn here, and it goes along this wall, and then it takes a right turn. The first wall is the Kila wall. These are the bastions. And the wall behind that is the Akbar Mahal. He had built a palace there overlooking the Yamuna River. And that's how that was his residence. It's no longer in use over there because after that, the British people created newer places of residence. This whole place had got submerged a few weeks back, and now we have the water receded, so we can walk down. And we're going to walk towards the place called Kila Ghat. Now, there are two Kila Ghats over here. Be careful. You can see the parking over here. So during Dev Deepawali, you can bring your vehicles right up till this point. I'll give you the timings and all that stuff. So there's a parking here, there's a parking here, there's a parking that side. So lots of parking available, lots of parking options available. Now, remember one important thing. The timing of this festival is such that there are regular pilgrims who are coming to Sangam for their own religious rituals. And there are also people who are coming specifically for Dev Deepawali. So generally for the Dev Deepawali, it is the local population who comes here and some nearby villages. And of course, the pilgrim also celebrate Dev Deepawali, so there's that overlap is also there. So that means that you're going to have a substantial amount of people coming down over here in the evening, which also means traffic. So plan well in advance. What is the timing? It's very simple. It's coinciding with sunset. So plan in such a way that at least 1 hour before sunset, you should reach here if you want to enjoy the complete thing. That's what we plan to do today. We will come 1 hour before sunset. And every time I have been missing it due to that reason that, the timing is never clear. It is never declared anywhere. And, you have to rely on online sources to get this information. But it's okay. I mean, this is a fairly safe assumption that 1 hour before sunset, if you reach here, you'll be able to see the place and you'll be able to do all the photography that you want to do. So this is Kila Ghat, and they provide boating services. Now, I had seen these boats going to Arail Ghat, which is in the front, but now I don't see them anymore. So, okay, so coming back to these boats are going to take you to Sangam. This is the farthest point from Sangam. So then from this portion, Yamuna Patti begins. Yamuna Patti is, we are going to walk on that stretch. And if you take a boat from here, they will charge you more if you get closer and closer. But then you know what happens? All these buses and all which come and park over here, the passengers get down from the buses and they take a boat here only. So, you know, you don't have to walk too much. So this is Kila Ghat. This is right on the edge of the fort. So that is why it is called Kila Ghat. We will now go to our next part and I will start explaining you about the Dev Deepawali part and how it is organized and all that. The complete Dev Deepawali program is divided into three parts: Sarkari, semi-Sarkari and non-Sarkari. So that's Kila Ghat in front, the older Kila Ghat, traditional Kila Ghat. And then this is the Sarkari Mehkama. You have the boats and the floating platforms, the changing room, all neatly tied up. So if you want to enter here, you need to have the government pass. Now, this is for the government officials and their families, that's so for sure. But then Dev Deepawali is celebrated a little bit here also. So I'll come and see in the evening again what specifically it is celebrated. And then this space you are seeing right next to the ghat, that is the non-Sarkari space. So some people will come here, they will light the lamps and quietly go back. That's there, that option is there. But then let's start with this portion. The official Sarkari place, that is the official Kila Ghat. So this ghat was created this year for the Mahakumbh, and it is officially the Kila Ghat. So this is one of the Pakka Ghats, and for the first time after it was finished, the Dev Deepawali was celebrated here last year. So obviously this year also the Sarkari program is going to be here. It's going to be in a big way. So this Kila Ghat marks the portion of Sarkari program. So Sarkari program is where the government officials and all the people, they will come here and they will light the lamps. It is quite crowded over here because today is a very important and auspicious day, no doubt about it. And then, of course, I don't want to enter this space primarily because of the people who are changing their clothes. So I'll skip this portion. I'll take it from behind. So this is Kila Ghat. And in the evening, this portion will be cleared and Dev Deepawali will be celebrated here. So the next portion is, there will be a lot of place which will be segregated, and there will be a platform built over there. So that portion I will show you separately. So let's cross the Kila Ghat first. This is a typical holiday scene. Today is a gazetted holiday, 5th of November. Dev Deepawali is also on falls today. And, you know, they'll find a festive atmosphere over here. There are pandas who are performing their religious rituals. There are families, they're doing their, different kind of pujas. And there are people selling stuff over here, like this vendor over here. So it's a hub-dub of activity. And as I said, that this place is going to transform in the evening, but in the morning time, I think they are allowing devotees to do their religious activities. So this is the expanse of the Kila Ghat, and you will see in the evening how this place becomes it gets lit up with lamps. Next, this is the space which is now being earmarked for the Sarkari program. So what they have done is, they have created a barricade here, and this portion. So now what's going to happen is, they are going to cordon off this area, and they will mark this space with small barriers, and they are going to give spaces for different organizations to light their diyas. So this is the semi-sarkari portion that I'm talking about. By evening, these barricades will all but disappear. There will be breaks in these barricades. People will enter from here. They'll enter from the Kila Ghat portion. So even though they have cordoned off the space, this cordon won't have any meaning. So now starting from Kila Ghat, including Kila Ghat, right up till this complete Yamuna Patti, this whole place is going to come up alive. There will be students, there will be elderly people, there will be government organization, NGOs, semi-government organization, all of them will come here to light their lamps. So this belt is the so-called semi-sarkari program. So there won't be too much of security here. There might be some places where there'll be a little bit of inconvenience, and there will be people with drones. So that's pretty interesting. What you'll have is that the drones will fly from that Kila Ghat. They will make a sweep all along this Yamuna Patti right up till Sangam nose. And that is spectacular. I mean, there is a problem with coordination. Of course, there's always going to be. But then, the effects are dramatic. And Varanasi, yes, it has the beauty of the traditional ghats, but Prayagraj, as I said, has got space. So it is this space advantage that is going to come up in the evening. And as I said, what is going to happen is somewhere around that side is the sunset. That's the new Naini bridge. And that sunset is over there. The moment the sun sets, and today is a very cloudless day, so when the sunset will be there, there'll be a amazing array of colors from twilight to pink and all those, and that will give a dramatic effect from this side. So basically, this video is also going to be a recce as to from which angle should I be taking the photography. So photography is going to be very important today evening. So sunset is somewhere around 5 o'clock. So I have to be here by around 4 o'clock so that I can reach at some place, park my vehicle. And it's not a surprise, the government or the local authorities will do some kind of traffic management, and that will result in me parking my car somewhere far behind and then walking all the way. That's okay. It is bound to happen. So that's how the place is earmarked now. So there's the road going in between. We have come from the Kila Ghat road, walk straight down over here, and at this side, we have the path going right up till Sangam nose. Now, there is something very interesting why I have labeled these places and divided into three portions: Sarkari, non-Sarkari, and semi-Sarkari. This breakup is given on the basis of the noise levels. So this portion is semi-Sarkari. There will be some loudspeakers over here. You can see a couple of them already there. And they will be blaring some music. But basically the people over here will be very quiet. And this is the entrance of the Sarkari program. And this is some sculpture being made. It is never completed in time. Last year I saw the program had already begun and they were still giving finishing touches to it. So I don't know which organization they give. Let's see if they are able to do it today. Now, this is the Sarkari program. The arrangements are getting ready. This year I can see they have made a better tent, a better stage, lots of decoration. And there are 2-3 enclosures over here. So this is the VVIP enclosure, and this is the the staff of the VIP who don't get seats over here. They get their seats here, and then there is a third enclosure for the VIPs. So VVIP, VVIP staff, and then VIPs. And somewhere behind you can have the ordinary citizens standing. Now, what happens over here is that they have this amazing concept of Dev Deepawali, the Sarkari program. So you see all these loudspeakers and lights. They are massive. I mean, it's a program of music and lights. Now, whether Dev Deepawali is a silent festival or it is a noise festival. I have no idea. But what I have seen is that this Sarkari program is all about lights and sounds. You see these sound boxes, massive, massive. The sound is heard for kilometers. And that side at Sangam knows where we're going now. There are people and there are families who just come over here. They do their prayers, they light their lamps, and they quietly go back. Then last year during this program, there was a lot of chaos. People climbed on the stage. There were not enough security arrangements. Then there was some argument and all that. But once the Sarkari program is over, then the general population comes here and then they enjoy the stage and lights and everything. This, I think, they're making a selfie point. So this is the main venue of the Sarkari program. Now, my recommendation is that don't come here until and unless you are well prepared. You have to come on foot. The VIP people come in their cars. Their cars have given the designated stickers. They have designated parking, so they don't have an issue. But if you're not a VIP or if you're not having some kind of pass, skip this program. It's a nice program. It's a nice cultural program. That is there. But then, there are a lot of issues of management. So if you're alone, you can still risk it. But if you're coming with family and all, as expected, the GoPro shuts abruptly. I don't know what has been recorded before that. So let me summarize it before I move on. This is the venue of the Sarkari program. This is Yamuna Patti, where the semi-Sarkari program will be organized. My recommendation is to skip the Sarkari program part because of the management issues, the administrative issues that you're going to face. It's going to be a lot of crowd. It's going to be lots and lots of crowds. So my target as a photographer is that I want to capture the Dev Deepawali part, the lighting of the lamps in the semi-Sarkari portion, that is the Yamuna Patti, that is getting ready for today evening. And then there is the non-Sarkari portion where I am going to be headed now. And that's the place where the people come quietly. They skip the Sarkari portion, and it is designed that way also, that if you just want to skip this part, that is the Kila Ghat area, this part, you can still reach Sangam from that side. You can go to Sangam Nose, you can do your religious ritual quietly, and then you can leave. Now, the difference between last year and this year is that the space is very, very small. Okay. Now, I remember that entire Sangam area, which is right in front, being open and available during Dev Deepawali. But it was also 10 days after, it was on 15th November. But now it is a little bit early and the water levels have still not receded. So the Yamuna Patti finishes over here. And you can see there is a second barricade. This second barricade is cordoning off that area, that particular area which finishes off over here. So it's very difficult to move. There's a lot of crowd. Yeah, so there we go. And let me come from this side. This is the portion where the people also start changing their dress. So I don't want to capture them in my footage. Now, this is the portion where the barricade has been completed. So from this point onwards to right up till Kila Ghat, you have the the semi-Sarkari program, and there will be speakers coming up over here. There'll be music played and all, so it won't be all that quiet. And from this point onwards begins the non-Sarkari area. So non-Sarkari area has shrunk a lot. I don't know whether I'll be able to capture anything because it will be too crowded over here. And I'm expecting a lot of crowd management problems in the evening because of the rush. The sheer scale of people is almost unimaginable. Now, you see these light poles which are there on both sides of this water stretch. These are the poles which are going towards Sangam nose. So already this huge area is underwater. The semi-sarkari program boundary finishes here. So it's going to be a real challenge today. It's going to be a lot of crowds because people actually come to this portion. This was the huge portion which was available to them for their quiet non-Sarkari program. But since the Sarkari program boundary is here, there is very less space. I don't even imagine how it is going to be. So Sangam water has still not receded. The Sangam portion has been cordoned off here. Huge crowds over here because of the holiday declared today. Incidentally, the holiday is not because of Dev Deepawali. There's another festival which falls on the same day, that is Gurpurab, and the government holiday is because of that. Now, because of the holiday, this is the holiday crowd which generally comes here on a Sunday. So now this entire crowd has to be removed from this portion. This is the Yamuna Patti. So there's nothing different actually, anything about Yamuna Patti. What they have basically done is that they have secluded this area and they have converted into a flat space. So I saw tractors plying over here in the morning and they were clearing of the space. So let's come over here. There you go. So there are police people coming over here. There's these conservancy people working now. This is a beautiful sight. Amazing. I wish I could capture it in my camera, but I'll take a screenshot anyway and I'll take a small clip of it. So this is Yamuna Patti. This is the place which is going to get alive. Now, the only problem that I was mentioning again and again is that there are significant amount of people who had come last year. Last year it was too crowded, and this year with already space reduced, I can only imagine the number of people that are going to come over here. It's going to be far, far greater than anything imagined. So that's Yamuna Patti. These are the boats which are plying between Kila Ghat and Sangam, which is there. And this is the Yamuna Patti. Okay, I'll just show you how. I'll just show you how this place is now getting marked. So there you go. See, they are secluding small plots, small portions of the area, and they are now flagging them off. There would be some requests come from the government organizations and the NGOs, and some of them already would have attended it last year. So as per that, they are marking these plots now. So the work has begun. It will go on in a hectic pace for the next 2 hours till the time this whole thing is completed.
बात तो बताइए।
I had started exploring the Dev Deepawali pre-event from this side, and now I'm back here because there is one more place which you would consider coming to during Dev Deepawali. I'm going to cover it as it is because there's a lot of bright lights and decorative lights kept here. It is going to be a good photography event. And yeah, it is going to be a contrast between the lamps, which are natural and organic, and the lights, which are going to be part of this temple. I am talking about the Bade Hanuman Mandir of Prayagraj. Now, it is also commonly known as Lete Hue Hanuman. The reason being that it is the only idol in the world where Hanumanji is lying on the floor. Elsewhere, it is always standing. Now, why is it so? Because it is believed that the Akshavat is somewhere there, that side, towards the edge. And Ram, Sita, Lakshman were staying under the Akshavat tree after he came back from Lanka. And Hanumanji was so tired that he said that he's going to die over here. You know, there were battle wounds, battle fatigue. He was tired, exhausted. So he was lying on the floor over here. And Sita Ma used to come every day in the morning and apply sindoor to his body. And eventually he healed and he joined them back to the way to Ayodhya. So that's the reason why this is the idol is there on the ground. This is the Prayagraj Killa. It is occupied by the army. And this particular bastion, I have some information about it, that it has got what is called as the President's Viewpoint. So this is the point where the first president of Free India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, did his Kalpavas. So he stayed over there and he used to do his meditation prayers at this place. The second bastion is where you can see there's a beautiful viewpoint and the flag. So I can see from here that there is a kind of pathway which is going from this point to that point. So it's like a kind of walk or a pathway which could be giving a beautiful view from that side, the entire area. So this whole thing is under the army's supervision. So that's why they need that vantage point to observe from there. So we are approaching what is called as the entry gate for Bade Hanuman Mandir. It is jam-packed because today is a holiday, and all the pilgrims who come to Sangam necessarily also visit this temple. It's going to be like that throughout the day. There's going to be a lot of festive occasion and all. So you'll find a lot of shops lined up on the side of the street, and that's the temple entrance in the front. So I've been here many times. I have seen this place up close. There have been times during Mahakumbh where there was a queue ranging for hours together. There was one queue system inside, one queue system here. There are some times when there are hardly any devotees, the quieter period, and today is one of the something in middle. So there is going to be a lot of rush, and as I said, this rush will continue till late night, till the time the temple is open. So that's the entrance. Now there are prasad shops outside also. So there you can see people are buying prasad. And there is inside, there are some registered shops also. So there's a system inside. I'll just show it to you. These are the registered shops which are there inside, and this is the queue system on the left. There are some preparations which have been done ready for today. You can see this barricaded portion and some portion over here. I mean, this portion is still under construction, the shops portion. And then there is this customary music going on. And this is the queue. This queue is going to clear in, say, 15-20 minutes max. But it is quite blazing hot. And I can imagine there is another. That's the entrance to the temple. They have opened up a third queue now to ease the flow of to pilgrims and to make it faster. And now I'll just show you around. Apart from these, which are the places? So there's a small slot given over here. This gate is opened, and over here you can have a quick darshan. People sit here and do the darshan. Like you can see some people sitting over here and they are carrying out some prayers because prayers are not allowed inside. And then here you can see. So on a Saturday, you can see people sitting here and reciting their prayers for the long duration. So here you can sit and do your puja at peace. There's a water point over here. It's almost midday. It's very thirsty now. People are getting very thirsty. And this is the sacred tree where people offer prayers. So people light the lamps over here because you cannot do it inside the temple premises. So there you go. And then finally, this is the official prasad shop. It's the only shop in this vicinity. And then this is the exit. So people, those who go to the lower floor, they come out from there. And then the people who are coming from the top floor, they come out from the sides from here. So you will find a heavy police presence over here. This is the prayers which is going on. I'll take a separate video of this just to show you around. And this is what the Nazara over here is. The second portion of the outside of the temple complex is from this side. So people also perform their religious rituals here. They sit here and pray in peace, and many of them sit here also. This is the best vantage point to stand and do the recording. I'm going to precisely do that in the evening. There you go.